guys on Tube. So, I'm kind of doing a personal vibe check on myself, giving this kind of a reflective record. I really, I really end up coming off on edge as a person, and it's all these aspects of being a Type 1 personality, and I notice that when there's a little bit of conflict between my Type 1 personality idiosyncrasies, which are then also tied into me being an Aries, it feels like I'm always getting into trouble with people that I otherwise have no reason to not get along with them. And there's a really good guy that I work with at this warehouse, and I feel like I'm making, I feel like I'm irritating him with the level of missteps, because I'm maybe missing something on the beat, because speaking like there's a little bit of a difference. I have my odd way that I speak, and I do not fucking kowtow that, right? And then so you have that. It's inherently that Dasein conflict that I reflect on with my Heidegger conversations, right? It's just like, but this is the most personal, nothing to do with conspiracies, just unconscious agreements between individuals, right? My nervous system, unconsciously, at times, is really solid and cool, and at other times, getting on his nerves. And I don't even think talking to him about it is the right move. Other than when he says something to me, right? And this puts me in kind of that, oh, I'm sorry posture. Because the only time I'm really, quote, sorry about something is if my unconscious did it. If my unconscious did it, I take personal responsibility. Just like if I have a demon possession, I have to take personal responsibility for that demon possession on an unconscious level. That cannot be, you cannot blame everything on the various spirits you're having relationship with. Otherwise, you're just using them as an excuse to not bring yourself to biospherical regenesis. You're trying to enjoy being fed upon by vampires. Right? So I am trying to do things like just slow the fuck down, because I'm a little bit better comprehending, like, how do I operate as a Type 1 person without bulldozing through everything, especially as a goddamn fucking Aries with a North Node conjunct Mars. Arrogantly in Leo. It's fucking ridiculous with my fucking chart. The shit that I end up dealing with. For the most innocent of just being just like really into being focused and fast on the task and doing it in a way that's really fun for me, right? Because I'm doing mundane shit in a warehouse. I need like the podcast going, and I need some background thought running through my head. Like, You know, imagine Thor's just busy and he just lets Loki fucking yap his ear off while he's working. That's, it's whatever. Some of it's fun, some of it's complete bullshit, all of it's entertaining. But that's why the podcast is there, to keep, to keep me from dwelling too much on Loki's lies. Which is, an important lesson of why you don't trust trickster spirits. You don't trust them. You can have them around. Thor had Loki around because he is of no personal threat to him. So he's keeping a close eye on his enemy, who is otherwise a likable dude, makes him laugh, and has seen good qualities from time to time. And allowed him to help him fucking make his goddamn fucking hammer. Which was a mistake, but we all understand what it means to fucking work with the myth. Wondering if I can draw context from the box saga to find out what's up with Thor's short hammer. That'll be very interesting. But anyway. I'm, I'm just always hoping that what I'm, not picking up on is some idea of, why doesn't this guy act in a way where he's, being a punk ass bitch, right? Like that's the only thing I worry about. Is this is the issue that I'm not a punk ass bitch, despite my entire kindness and whatever. It's just that I'm also a little bit on the neurotic side and will accidentally bump into things and do something so fast that and be so eager to do the next thing. I just want to interrupt you when I think it's okay, which is the rudest thing, right? And so that's that was an unconscious, horrible thing, a habit about me for a long time. I've gotten way better about that, but the little bits of it that are still there, guys like him are why I try and master that, because it's rude, but the ability to fucking come in like that is a good skill when needed. It is not needed amongst gentlemen, and we are gentlemen, right? It's the conduct of gentlemen, if you're gonna be a fucking warrior attitude, you can get so itchy for a fight that you start letting the mythos tell you that's in your enemy, so you can have a warrior's posture with them, just to play and practice. I'm completely really not interested in that at all. And so that's why I'm easy to jump on sorry, because it's got nothing to do with anything else. And I'm trying to not so much be, quote, sorry, but just so much to say, I understand I've made a terrible mistake. I only wish to do better. And it's been a long time since I've, had to really say, a super deep, kind of sorry for a mistake or whatever, right? I can also feel sorry for how I make someone feel about some change in circumstances between us. Right? That's just you doing the right thing and having your feelings about it, and not lying to yourself, and owning the decision and deciding how you move forward from there. And are you capable of seeing whether you made the right choice or the wrong choice? How many steps after the wrong step do you stop, look back, and say, this is not it, right? That's the redemption story for the anti-hero. And, this is the metaphysical particular, behind the idea of the relationship of Tyr and Fenrir, which is to bring the black wolf back to the primordial wolf, where the wild doesn't just consume the soul. So, it's making sure that if you are of the warrior type and a type 1 personality, that you know how to navigate, because I think there's a little bit more nuance for anybody who's got warrior aspects to their chart being a type 1. I mean, it might be because you have warrior aspects in your chart that you're a type 1. I'm not 100% sure how the rules work. I just know that I am one. And I'm sick of the narcissistic bullshit that might be in myself, right? I struggle to make the decision that is the most reasonable and authentic, right? I think a lot of people just go for the most reasonable, and authenticity has nothing to do with their life whatsoever. And that should have nothing to do with my issue, right? It's interesting. So, if I can't really think of anything when I get back to work, I'll sit there and then ask myself if I even need to before the end of this day, in the next 3 hours. Whether I am gonna possibly go for like a heart-to-heart and practically share what I'm going through. Is he that kind of a guy? He might be. He's wearing a Muhammad Ali shirt. And if there's good character in Muhammad Ali, then yeah. He might be Muslim. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you.